Y'all didn't think that hood nigga was gonna open the show with a gay nigga, did you? Surprise, surprise. Surprise, surprise. Oh my God. Why does that shit slap so hard though? God, I hate that white woman. I don't even know her. Fucking televangelist looking bitch. Yo, I think I need to go back to therapy. I recently experienced a very traumatic event. I bought a pack of pre-rolls from a local weed shop. And, I had a really long day. I was really exhausted. I was stressed mentally, physically. Mind you, the fucking joint was plastic sealed. That's important to the story. I take the seal off. I open the fucking plastic container, and out jumps a motherfucking roach. Yeah, onto me. Yeah, and not the kind that your homeboy leaves after smoking all your weed. The actual fucking roach jumped on me. Yeah, the scream, I scrumped. My fucking soul left my body, bitch. I died for about 2 seconds. I let out an audible scream, and my dog was like, bitch, are you okay? And I was like, clearly not. Like, do you see? Roach looking at me like, you got a lighter? I'm like, what the fuck is going on? That's my safe space. Like, what am I supposed to do? Now I gotta open fucking pre-rolls outside over the trash can? Like, what are we doing? The fuck? Fuck my whole night up. I ain't smoked for a good 30 minutes. I was like, see, that's Jesus talking to me. He said, you don't need to do this. Arthur gonna ask me earlier, did you smoke the joint? Nigga, nah, I ain't smoked no fucking roach joint. He could have boo-booed on it. We don't know what he did to it. Feels good to be here. I had to work earlier. That was fun. I have a day job. People think, I know y'all see this ghetto. You're like, yeah, he doing it. I'm like, yeah, doing it right to a coffee shop every day. Yeah, I'm a barista. Which is cool when you're in your 20s because everybody's like, oh, they all starry-eyed. They have the world at their feet on my, like, Ally McBeal shit. I'm just like, bitch, I can conquer the world. But when you're a barista in your 30s, people just be looking at you like, damn, bitch, like, what happened? Like, are you... And I work in Silver Lake, which is basically a vegan Skid Row. So it's like... It's just homeless people with taste. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just... You know you're in Silver Lake when a homeless person asks you if you ever put ghee in your fucking food. I just learned ghee was a fancy white butter that white people use just to sound better than everybody. The fuck? Nigga, y'all just use soft butter. Just call it soft butter, Amber. What the fuck? My favorite part of working in Silver Lake is I get to tell white people no all the time. That shit's fun. Y'all ever told a white woman y'all out of almond milk? That shit is scary. Those bitches go feral. That shit is quite terrifying. Because they're always just like, what do you mean you're out of almond milk? And they always have like a poor 10-pound dog and a headlock in their fucking armpit. And the dog's like, what do you mean you're out of almond milk? She's gonna beat me when we get home. I recently had an older black woman come into my place of work. She like grabbed my hand. She's like, son, let me ask you something. Do you feel seen in this establishment? And I was like, no, ma'am, not really. And then she walked back to her white partner. I was like, I know this bitch did not just try to come over here. Louis Farrakhan, this whole conversation. And you sleeping next to a White Walker. What are you doing? Got a whole ass alabaster on her arms trying to like fucking start a movement at my day job. Bitch, I gotta pay rent. Like, yes, I pretend to like these white people. I had a homeless white guy come to my place of work. He asked me for a cup of hot water. I was like, here you go. He goes, thank you. White power. I was like, you're welcome. What the fuck? It's like, sir, You can't be in here saying that shit. You gotta go. He goes, okay. Nigger Christmas. I was like, sir, you still need to leave. And the proper term is Kwanzaa. Thank you. Thank you. He came back and offered me crack the next day. That was cool. Yeah, at 7 in the morning. Apparently coffee's not the best part of waking up. The man, no, he kicked over the shop door and he just like busted in. He was like, hey man, you want a hit? And he whipped out a crack pipe and was like waving it at me like a chalice. He was just like, and I was like, no, I got a nice cup of coffee. He's like, it's 5 o'clock somewhere. I was like, sir, those rules don't apply to crack. Thank you. Have a nice day. Also, how you gonna be racist and homeless? Pick a struggle, bitch. Like, what are we doing? Like, do you know how much gall you have to call someone a nigger from the fucking sidewalk? Sir, you are on the linoleum. What are we doing? I had a white woman tell me one time after my show, she was like, you know, I think you could be more empathetic to the homeless. I was like, bitch, I'm under 5'9". Anybody can catch these hands. I scare easily. Bitch, I might bite you. You don't know. Also, I'm petty. I will take his only blanket and wash it and wear it as a cape. I don't give a fuck. Like, I don't give a fuck. You got the right one, Moses. What do you do? Fuck, I don't give a fuck. White people tripping at all tax brackets. At this point, I'm convinced that racism is like herpes for white people, because 1 in 4 of them are just dormant, just waiting on that first nigger to leave their lips, and there's just fever blisters everywhere. Look, she's like, oh, I fucking hate it. I hate this shit. I'm about to marry. I feel like my only options, because I live in LA, is to just date an old white man. Mm-hmm. See, she. I know. I'm literally one bill away from dressing up in antebellum cosplay and being like, yes, I shine shoes real good, Richard. What you need? What you need? You know, pay this rent. Until he mysteriously dies in an accident and I just show up dressed in a shawl like, I don't know what happened. Negligee, you know, that's bullshit. Also, like being gay in your 30s is also weird because younger gay people treat you like you're a fucking relic. Like when you tell younger gay men you're in your 30s, they treat you like you're a founding father. Like they act like I helped build WeHo. Like, they're like, that's crazy. That brick and mortar must have been really something. That's why I dress like this. That's why I dress like a post-grad student with something to prove. You know what I'm saying? Doing it all bad by himself. Someone told me I dressed like a Pokemon trainer who took the wrong path in life. I was like, bitch, I hope you can fight. Because what? Because, I mean, she was right, but she had to say all that shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, the fuck? Shit sucks. Fucking hate it. And everyone's always like, oh, you don't have trouble meeting nobody. You can meet a man, y'all go half on the bills. Because that's where we're at right now. Motherfuckers don't want to date no more for love. We just dating to help my rent get paid. You got a steady job? Okay, cool. You fuck who you want. Just I'm gone between the hours of 9 and 5. Just fuck, we ain't gotta talk. No, but we don't have proper dating apps. We just have shit like what, Grindr? You guys on Grindr? Don't make me check. Look, you're like, I'm on Grindr. They're like, I might have messaged you a couple of times. Grindr. Grindr is a fucking... Grindr, I just get hit up by a lot of white twinks all the time who just hit me up asking me for BBC. They're just like, you got the BBC? Looking for BBC? You guys got any BBC? Bunch of fucking crackheads. You niggas got BBCs. I hear y'all got BBCs. So I just send them clips of the Great British Baking Show. You're a soggy bottom. Fucking weirdo. Browsing through Grindr is like browsing through an animal shelter. You're just looking for the least fucked up dog, but they're all fucked up. It's like one long ass Sarah McLachlan commercial, but instead of sad dogs, you just get a bunch of sad dick pics. It's like one of those fucking. Last shot of some nigga scrotum. 35 cents a day, you can save this power bottom from the brink of starvation. Just a twink with his belly poked out like this. Fucking hated it. Also, the elders of my family, they don't consider comedy a real career. You know, that's a blow to my self-esteem because, I work really hard for this shit. And, I come from a very traditional family. I grew up in Florida. Yeah, why you looking at me like that? You ain't gonna do that. They look at me, he literally was like. Every time I tell people I'm from Florida, they treat me like I'm a fucking refugee who escaped like some terrorist regime. I know Florida's fucked up. I feel like Florida's what happens when you leave white people and they're cleaning out unattended for too long. It's just like Miami, Orlando, and The Deliverance. Just like no teeth, all racism. But I was raised Baptist, raised super religious, and some of the elders in my family, woo, they really was like, don't say gay. Girl, damn. We couldn't do shit. You imagine being a gay kid growing up in a Baptist church, seeing all that print in them damn tight-ass church pants and having to look away like you act like you didn't even... I'm the only one who looked at dick prints at church? The fuck? I admit it, since y'all want to act all sanctified. Yeah, I looked at the pastor dick a couple of times. He was poking. He was delivering the word on more. Oh my God, my mom can't see this. She gonna die. She gonna die. She gonna be like, I didn't raise him to be like that. Lord have mercy. But the pastor did have a fat ass. He did have a fat ass booty. He did have a fat ass booty. Listen. If you had to sit and hear the word for 4 hours famished and living off crackers and fucking grape juice, your mind wanders. You get a little stir crazy. Why mine's immediately wandered a dick, I don't know. That's another story for another time. No, but some of my elders, they think that, they think I'm just out here telling jokes and sucking dick. And I'm just like, bitch, two things can be true at the same time. You don't know my life. You know what I'm saying? Eggs are $8. It's hard. It's hard out here. Right? I ain't sucked no dick for eggs, though. Don't take that away from my set. Don't let that be the one. They're like, that first comic said he sucked dick for an omelet. Did you hear that? He didn't even suck dick for a frittata. That would have made more sense. Y'all shouldn't have gave me liquor before I got up here. You're being reckless. No, but I have this aunt of mine, and I feel like every time we talk, I feel like she's being shady. She just asked me the same series of redundant questions. She always like, hey, baby, how's LA? And I'm like, good. She's like, you still telling jokes? I'm like, yeah. She's like, you getting paid yet? I'm like, yes. And laughter. She's like, you met a nice girl yet? I'm like, bitch, you know I'm gay. We've been through this shit. Don't do that. Don't do that. If I was straight, there'd be a baby and towing a fat white girl behind me. You know how this shit goes. Yeah. Take it you guys ain't been to Florida? That's literally every other family model in Florida. It's just like a skinny nigga, a fat white girl, and a little bunch of Drakes and Rashida Joneses just running around. One time I had a white woman audibly scoff at me after that joke. I was like, you just know she got a bunch of little mixed kids named Jaden spelled with a Y. That's why she mad. That's why she mad. My aunt was like, when did you know nephew? Which is fucking annoying. Don't ask gay people when they knew. So I just it wasn't traumatic when I knew, but I like to fuck with her and make shit up. So last time she was like, nephew, serious question. When did you know when you were gay? And I was like, when it touched my lip. That's when I knew. I was like, no turning back. Oh, that was when I knew. That was. No, but I mean, technically that is when you do know, because you gotta commit to that shit. You know what I mean? And you gotta look pretty. Like, there's too much dynamics to sucking dick. I just feel like, especially when you a nigga and you sucking dick, it's different. It's like girls, cause y'all can look pretty. Y'all got lashes, you got your hair flowing, y'all sucking dick. It's like me, I'm just grunting and they're like drool coming down my face. I got facial hair, like I'm trying not to make eye contact cause I'm like, nigga, are you having a good time? Are you enjoying yourself? You can't make it look pretty when you're another nigga sucking dick, you know what I'm saying? Like, and then how do you even talk to it? Like, girls, they get to be like doing it, and dudes are all like, oh yeah. And she's like, yeah, you like that, daddy? I'm like, you like that nigga? You like when I cup you? You like when I work the shaft and cup the balls? You like when I like that? Real hood shit. Oh, you know, like. Yo. I'll leave y'all with this so get the fuck off the stage. No, but if I had to really dig deep, like if I had to like really give a profound answer, like when I knew, I'd probably say it was during my straight career in high school. It was a very lucrative career because I was like, pussy, you know. I was grabbing bitches' kneecaps. That's how you know I was gay, because it was like, well, I'm not even grabbing pussy. But me and my girlfriend at the time, we were trying to have sex, and it ended up being the equivalent of trying to open an uncooked clam with a half-boiled hot dog. I like to let that sit with people for a second. It was like a fucked up game of Bop It. I was like, twist it. Pull it. She was like, nigga, you gay. I was like, cool. So I just politely braided her hair and sent her along the way, because you know what I'm saying, can't have my girl looking crazy in these streets. I feel like y'all gonna have to cut that part about the sanctifying the dick sucking thing. Like I really, like it like left my mouth and I was like, damn, we gonna have to revisit that later. We gonna have to revisit. Yo, that's my time. Thank y'all.